If they can do that and get people really upset, if they really can do it, that's a really effective strategy.
It's a great strategy.
You can make things happen now.
Because it's just sowing internal discord, and we're going to collapse our own system.
Like, I wonder how many of these Jussie Smollett, is that how you say his name?
Jussie Smollett is Russian. The whole thing is Russian.
He's not even real.
The whole thing is Russian. Jussie Smollett doesn't exist.
I wonder how many of the memes were created by Russians to try to get people upset. I bet there's a bunch. I bet there's more people stirring things up than just
that's amazing.
Americans that are upset.
I'm sure it's people that are, but then there's also just a lot of Americans that hate each other.
There's that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's that.
Then you also, what do you think happens with Jussie Smollett? Is Empire, because ABC got rid of Roseanne for a tweet. You got to get rid of this guy.
Well, I thought he was getting canceled. He was getting written out, rather.
That's what I read today, but yeah, I don't know.
I thought he was getting written out before. And this is one of the reasons why he did it.
Well, I support him if that's the case, because this is a very hard business. This is a very tough business.
It is hard. It's hard to make it.
I love that they had to plan that out, and he said to the two guys, he goes, listen, get a noose.
Yeah.
Go get rope and do a noose. A lot of these hate crimes, first of all, hate crimes happen and they're horrible.
Yeah.
But some of these things are fake.
Do you know he showed up at the hotel with the noose still around his neck holding a Subway sandwich? Just that alone. The people at the hotel should have been like, what? What happened?
That's amazing.
Okay, what happened?
Why are you wearing a noose?
You still have the sandwich?
And why are you eating at Subway?
You're not sick to your stomach?
You're on Empire. What the hell's wrong with you?
Nothing wrong with Subway.
Subway's not good.
It's not bad if you're hungry.
Listen, I've clearly eaten it.
Yeah.
But it ain't great.
But if it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, it's the only thing open.
Why is it open at 2 a.m.? That's a great point.
Because it's open. Because it's a good move to be open when nothing else is open.
It's a good point.
Get a nice Italian sub with double meat.
I like the
oil and vinegar, salt and pepper.
Meatball with the mozzarella or whatever, and then you don't toast it. You let the hot meatballs melt the cheese.
Ooh, I agree with that.
Yeah, that's a good move.
A meatball sub is always a good move.
It's always a good move, especially after faking a hate crime. After you have faked a hate crime, a meatball, how nervous are you after you do that? I'm such a pussy, I could never do what he did. Some level of sociopath, but then I saw that actor I had dinner with the other night, and I went, oh, he could do that?
Yeah.
Oh, these people can do it.
Yeah.
Because they're on another level.
Well, the other thing is people say, who would want to be a victim? Who'd want to fake being a victim? I heard that during the Kavanaugh hearing. I was like, that is a ridiculous thing to say. Because there's a lot of currency in our being a victim.
In our business, it's a lot
in
of
public
currency.
today, in the world.
Course.
Like people praise victims for coming out and they support them. You get a tremendous amount of love, especially if you're a legit victim of something.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I mean, there's a lot to that.
Yeah.
The idea that no one would do that is so against, it's so contrary to human nature.
No, everyone would do it. I want to do it.
What would you do? What kind of hate crime would you fake?
It's a great idea. I don't know. If I got punched and people saw my face, they'd go, good.
He deserved it.
You know what I mean? Like, no, they would look at my face and go, yeah, okay, good. Well, I tweeted something today. I was like, hey, I'm at Flappers on, what was it? The 26th at Flappers. There was 2 guys from West Hollywood with MAGA hats. They beat me up. They poured something on me. I don't know what it was. I think it was cum. Please come to Flappers. But I mean, that's the thing. Listen, I watched Good Morning America interview this morning and I laughed. I sent it to my buddy. I go, there's a moment in it when they go, how did you know it was the attackers? And he goes like this. He goes, and you can see the insanity. You can see it in his eyes. Oh. He goes like this. He goes, I was there. And he's just doing that shitty actory, like just fucking shitty acting class shit. That horse shit. I was there. And I'm like, this is fucking crazy. He was going to inform on 2 guys. If there were 2 white guys with MAGA hats who got caught,
oh my God,
they'd be in jail right now because the detective said to him, we have 2 suspects on camera. Do you think it's them? He's like, yeah. Then he found out it's his 2 buddies and he's like, well, I can't testify against them. He was going to testify against 2 people who they thought were guilty.
So he said that he thought it was them?
Yeah, there's a Good Morning America interview of him going, yeah, it's those 2.
That takes it to another level.
Yeah, and then Fox is like, well, hey, he's good on the show. We stand behind him.
That takes it to a completely different level.
Dude, there would be people in jail right now. He wouldn't care.
Could you imagine?
It's crazy.
Could you imagine not just faking a hate crime, but then putting people in jail. Imagine being those two guys who are just sitting in jail like, what the fuck? You're on the cover of the New York Post, nabbed them, got them. And they're sitting there like, what the fuck? And everybody wants to kick their ass.
And Empire next season is all about Jussie Smollett. They fire everyone else on the show, and it's just a Jussie Smollett story, and two innocent people rotten.
The gay Tupac wandering through the streets of Empire.
That's why people in Ohio, whenever Hollywood's like, here's how to vote, they go, you know what? No.
Exactly.
They go, you know what? No, thank you.
I see what you're doing, you fucks.
Faking hate crimes.
What kind of hate crime would you fake if you were going to do it?
It's a great question.
Wanted to get ahead.
It's a great question.
Like, what if someone gave you a license to fake a hate crime? Like, what if there was a television show about faking a hate crime? You know how they do like Punk'd? You know, they fake things like that. How about you fake a hate crime?
I'd love to do something like that. True TV presents.
Yes.
Fake a hate crime.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm trying to think.
Press conference, whole deal.
Maybe a halal guy would attack me. In New York City, like a halal guy would attack me. Because he views me as a symbol of imperialism and oppression.
That would be good.
You know, even though I patronize his stand all the time, he still feels the need to attack. I mean, I don't know. I could never do that.
No.
I'm one of those people who would get, and I would get caught. Well, I would never think I'd get away with it.
Wanting everyone to think you're a victim when nothing really happened is an insanely selfish thing.
Yeah.
That's an insane, like faking physical crime. Like he had to have someone punch him. Already hit himself.
Yeah, these
a mark in his face.
These MAGA hat wearing gangs that everyone's talking about in Chicago and LA and New York do not exist. If you have a MAGA hat on at 2 a.m. in New York, you're getting bleach poured on you.
Yeah, probably.
That's the reality.
Well, also, like, just he was saying that he like punched him back and like he fought back.
And I love how he was like, first of all, he was on camera for everything except 1 minute. So they ask him, "Good Morning America." They go, "How long was this?" He's like, "It felt like several minutes. But it could have been 30 seconds. Like he's covering this span of time. In his lie, he's going, I got to say it's less than a minute because I'm only off camera for a minute.
Well, whenever you hear about a guy like kills his wife and blames a black guy,
yeah,
like, you know, there's been a bunch of those, right?
There's been a ton of them.
And then you see the interview.
O.J. Simpson, for example.
Did he blame someone? Who did he blame?
No, somebody probably blamed him.
You think?
No, I'm kidding.